Years ago, Ananda and I had a couple days off, and we drove to Yosemite. And somewhere on the way, quite out of character, I assure you, I said, "Let's climb Half Dome." I don't know. Well, I know where that came from. It came from God. There's no way I would have gone there. I had no plan. It wasn't on any to-do list that I had or had ever even considered. And he looked at me with some wonder. We got there very late at night, set up our tent. The next morning, threw the food we had into the pack and set out. This is a long hike to do in a day from the valley floor. It's somewhere around 17 miles or something, I think. It's ridiculous. But we set out. We'd had World Brotherhood Day the night before. We had this leftover Indian food. We were on some other plane, evidently. It was a great event. And so we charged up the mountain, and we got to the base and started up. There's this pile of gloves there for the next person, and a cable slats across a slick, glacial, smooth surface. And we started going up. And by then it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Thunder clouds assembling. They tell you, don't go there if you hear thunder, if you see lightning. And about 30 feet up, I just froze. And I looked to my right, I looked to my left. You know, tens of thousands of people climb Half Dome, but it is dangerous. People do die. And I just froze, and I thought, what am I doing? What am I doing here? How did I get here? And I couldn't go on. And I said, Ananda, go, keep going. He said, what's the problem? Just keep going. And I turned around, and I went back. It took all my energy and presence of mind to get down. And I sat at the base, and I just thought, Master, what are you doing? You know, I don't want to do this of my own will. Is this my will? Is this my ego? Do I need to do this? Do I need to prove something here? What is this about? Because I'm only here for you. And we had this conversation, and I said, you know, am I supposed to do this? Do you want me to do this? And it wasn't like I got a, yes, get on up there. But peace enveloped me, and my calmness resumed, and I just knew it was okay. It was okay. I had Guru's blessing. This wasn't some whimsical thing I had thought of, something I had to prove to the world. And so I started out on my own and went to the top, met Ananda up there. Thunder and lightning started to do its thing. We didn't stay very long. We came down. We didn't get down till to the valley floor. It was about 10 at night. The last couple hours we were with a flashlight on very uneven terrain. But there it was. And what it was about for me was just that constant surrender to be in tune with divine will. In our daily lives, if we're not building upon that in our everyday lives, it doesn't have to be a big thing or a dramatic thing, but if we're not building upon that, we won't attract, because it is attraction that brings to us